Okay, so now, with the wind blowing, presumably the ship works again. I should be done with Normoon, so clearly I need to go to Larapool and get the water gem crystal, whatever, because I'm assuming it's there, which means I need to make it to the Blue Cave. Although I have no idea how to do that. There's something about shutting off the waters to reveal the hidden valley, but I will save. No, I will save. That's right, she'll give me some mint leaves. Okay. I do wish I could reorder this menu. I wish it was a grid so I could navigate it more quickly. And I really wish I could reorder it because all of my healing items should be next to each other. All of my MP items should be next to each other. And the elemental crystals, like the green jade and the... where is it? This thing, the earth orb. Both of those don't do anything, so I should be able to have them like all the way at the end, out of the way. The wings should all be next to each other. It's a clusterfuck of an item menu. Like it's you'd have to design it that badly on purpose. Because even just the most simplistic way, even just like the first way you'd think to design it, in 1 second would be better than that. Ferry boat is broken down. Oh, okay, that's what she said before. Can you help me at all? The wind is blowing again. I owe you my hearty thanks. You're indeed a special person. Why, thank you. In addition to being the protector of this town, I am also a messenger for Epona of Crystal Valley. Insert Legend of Zelda joke. Epona is a mysterious horse. She can see through anything, and there's nothing she doesn't know. She told me there is something she wishes to tell you. Outside the hotel is the room of the Crystal Well. When you are ready, proceed to the well. I will give you to Epona. Okay. Does that mean this door down here will now open? Or actually, it was this door, I believe. This did not open before, but it does it now. Yes, it does. Ooh, it's an interesting looking room. She's just magically here. Okay. I've been expecting you. Yeah, we talked 20 seconds ago, tops. Release the protective water and open the road to the Sacred Water Crystal Valley. The cavern entrance will appear after the water has subsided. The cavern is very long and the demons numerous, but you must take this route. I have to make sure you are a genuine magician. I think I've proven that quite handily by now. I killed the weird beastman thief. I killed the fuck out of the weird emo sorcerer. Can you just take my word for it? Epona is waiting in the valley. All right, please hurry. The water will subside for only a short time. And what do we have in here? Silver amulet. Is that just a better version of the one I already have? Oh no, the other one's silver. Yeah, that's just the increased defense, which does not last very long. So, aren't the waters supposed to subside? Do I need to talk to you again? I thought this was going to empty and I would jump in. Oh, okay. The water out here has lowered. Gotcha. I can't wait to get my ass handed to me by all the horrible monsters that'll be in here, because I'm sure that's about how it's going to go. Oh, that's that other door at the hotel. Okay. Do you think I should catch up wind? Yeah, let's put at least a few into wind. Which gave me evade. I don't know what that does. Does that up my chance of dodging attacks? Or like, you know, up the chance of the enemies missing, I suppose? Ooh, hey, that one was sneaky. Let's do another wind. I guess we just jump in this hole. Or rather, the game cuts because it has... Apparently, there is no concession in this engine for Brian leaving the ground. What does evade do? Oh, agility. Okay. I'm assuming it lasts a whopping 2 turns. Oh, nope, more than 2. Wow. It's lasting a fair while. Oh yeah, 5 turns, okay. Maybe I just got lucky, and next time I use it, it'll only last 2, but to be brutally honest, I'm not even clear what agility does. Unless it is just how often the enemies miss, but it didn't really seem to make a difference in that regard. Because I think it would have to be quite a hefty bonus in order to be a tangible difference. This is getting torturous the more health I have. So we have a way that way. I thought I saw a second pathway out of here. Oh, I did. There's one there and one there. All right. Oh, apparently there are mimics in this game. Although, they're an enemy encounter, so they're not going to fool you. It's weird they're water elemental. Okay, not too bad. I wonder if... Oh, no, it has an arrow on it. I was gonna say, I wonder if these two posts by the doorway here mean it has a barrier of some kind? But no, they appear to be just signs. Oh yeah, I can walk through. Okay. Which means I want to go the other way first. Ooh. Ugh. No. Wow, those are gross. These are great. It's weird how inconsistent the enemy design is. Some of them are genuinely kind of off-putting and effective, like these things. And other ones are just weird, like the scarecrows. I kind of liked the design of the scarecrows just because it's weird, but it's also kind of distractingly weird in the feels like it's from a different game sort of way. They have a decent inching along animation as well. Although I don't know why they inch when they clearly have legs. Oh, please, please die before me. Yes, good. How about some more healing? Ice scorpions? Are they ghost scorpions? It's a curious effect. Actually, with this many enemies, it's one of the rare instances where it will actually be worth using spells. If I can hit 3 at a time, I think I come out ahead on damage output. If I could actually aim myself correctly, which is very hard to do, because the camera keeps swinging around, and I keep missing anyway. Fuck it. Nope. Oh shit, I'm frozen now. No, I'll just heal instead. I was gonna run away. See, it's not so bad when the encounters are 2 or 3 enemies, but it's becoming extremely common for the encounters to be like 5. I'd have to have twice the stats I do to take all 5 of those enemies at once. So I wasn't expecting this particular pathway to go this far back, because I was, I guess, supposed to go the other way. So I figured this would be a short detour to, like, maybe an item, and then I would just turn around and go back. Ow. This might kill me. Ah, yep, this is gonna kill me. Come on, come on. Oh, Jesus. I just want this to be fun, and it's not. That was only 2 scorpions, and I couldn't do it. I can do 2 crawlers. Maybe. Oh, there's a level back there. God damn it. So boring. And this is where the stultifying effect of this bland-ass character design is really beginning to take its toll. I'm so tired of looking at this fucking guy. He's not interesting. He's a stupid little kid. He has no definable traits other than he has stupid big doll's eyes. He's got a stupid quail hook in his hair. I mean, look at him. You couldn't design a more uninteresting character if you tried. Actually, upon further reflection, I've decided the generic 90s kid from, Rascal is debatably worse. Look at him, he's boring as shit. You know, often in RPGs, and yeah, this is just a dead end. So now I get to take the arduous trek back, with many encounters along the way. But this is precisely why in RPGs, you generally want character customization. We can kind of pick what we look like. At the very least, even if we couldn't customize our character, it would be nice if we were getting like armor pieces or different staves or like just equipment that changed our appearance. Because we're kind of like we're wearing like cleric-y sort of robes with a cape. Maybe start in that, and then I can get better robes throughout the game, or maybe armor and stuff. But just anything that makes us look different, because my god, it's getting really dull looking at this fucking puke. Just gaze into his lifeless eyes. This is where I'm really beginning to wish I was like an elf that was stacked to the ceiling or something, because That might make this marginally more tolerable. And this super dull, just thud sound when I hit enemies is also very stultifying. I'm gonna keep doing water because, honestly, I am using healing more than anything else, and I just got a spell called Exit. Is it like dying? It just takes me to the last inn I rested at, maybe? Or maybe it just takes me to, specifically, the entrance of the area I'm in. Thud. 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 Remember when I was talking about how good the audio in Rogue Squadron is? Again, another contemporary with this game is Ocarina of Time, as I mentioned at the very beginning of this. And Ocarina of Time also has excellent audio. Lots of sound effects, lots of variety of sound effects. Even your footsteps are different on every surface. Your sword hitting every surface is different. Enemies all make very distinctive sounds. Every type of attack creates a very distinctive impact sound. All your items have unique sounds. There's, it applies reverb, like a sort of delay echo effect. It's not really a reverb because it's like distinct echoes rather than a smearing that reverb is. But you do get a sort of interior acoustics effect when you're indoors, like when you're in dungeons and stuff. Again, it's in surround sound like Rogue Squadron. It's just so much, so far beyond this. Oh my god, I just realized I'm almost dead. It's so far beyond this in terms of an audio experience. Of course, I'm sure there's a budget disparity. Ocarina of Time presumably had a fairly significant budget because it's a first-party title. Am I going the wrong way? I think I got turned around. The people that made this didn't necessarily have access to the same kinds of means that the developers of Ocarina of Time would, so some disparity is inevitable. And I think I am actually going the wrong way. Oh, I got two spells. I got Exit and Ice Knife. Oh, it's that attack. Oh, and it can freeze enemies in place. Okay. It does very little damage, but the immobilization's potentially very useful. Okay, because I think I'm lost, I'm gonna try Exit. Let's see what this does. Oh, it puts me right at the entrance. Oh, that's actually really nice. Okay. I kind of wish it actually took me to the last inn I rested at, but I can live with this. So let's head this way now, since the arrows are telling me to. But do I go right or straight? Let's go right, just because it's closer. But my point was that, without a doubt, the dullness of the audio in this game is somnolent and dreary. Oh, it's just a dead end. Oh, fantastic. And the enemies take so long to move. Well, this seems to be working. Oh no, now he's deciding to move. Okay. Could you please stop missing? You're making me want to die. Oh, thank God. And that nice little detour to a dead end was a glorious waste of my time. So hopefully there is something of substance this way. Although I'm not holding my breath. So we have another useless dead end. Glorious. I mean, I know there's rocks here telling me which way to go, so, like, I shouldn't be surprised the other way's a dead end, but at the same time, if it's there, I'm gonna check it, because in video game logic, if there's a side path, even if it's a dead end, typically it's worth going down because literally useless dead ends are actually kind of rare in games. Typically, if there's a side path that dead ends, there's something there, usually an item or a pickup or, you know, money or something. Sure, in real life, if you're going through a cave, the vast majority of the branches and pathways would be completely useless. In video games, they're not designed that way. So if I see a side path like that, even if there's a sign telling me to go the other way, there's a part of me that just instinctually wants to go down the side path just for completionist's sake, just in case there's an item, and then I'll come back to the way the sign's telling me to go. But here, they're kind of violating that because it actually is just a useless dead end with nothing there. Like, at the very least, I would expect to see a spirit there. This is a very unusual design for a Mimic, because you'll know, you gotta... I haven't gotten a good look at it until just now, but the first attack this one did at the start of combat, I finally got to see what it looks like, which is that it's kind of a snail. It's sort of a slug creature or a snail where, like, the chest is its shell. Which is an unusual design for Mimic, because typically they're designed where, like, the chest is its body, and it's usually just, like, teeth around the rim of the chest, around the rim of the lid, and a tongue inside, where, like, the chest itself is the creature's body. But the idea that it's like a separate creature inside a chest is kind of an interesting way to render that. I don't mind that design. Other than it's weird, I've fought, like, it's like the fourth one I fought before I finally even realized what it looks like, because the camera work is not great. It's often clipping outside the wall, or chunks of the wall or floor are in the way. And also, if it's kind of a snail creature, I like snails, so that's kind of pleasing, I suppose. Okay, I'm supposed to go that way. I came from there. But I could go check back here, and then be really annoyed when it's a worthless dead end. Let's find out. Oh, hey, it's not. There's a chest, which probably isn't a Mimic, because they only appear in combat. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm looking for in here. I mean, at least with, you know, the first forest, I knew I was looking for a thief. Second forest, I knew I was looking for a sorcerer. What really is my objective here? I'm gonna try to brute force this one with melee. Okay, I think I can survive. Unless I miss. I think that was the difference right there. Okay, I gotta gamble here. I think it'll die in one more hit. But if I miss, it'll kill me. Alright, I'm gonna take it. Roll the dice. Oh, thank God. Thank God. It's really weird. I'd have to walk all the way back here. God, I'm just thinking about editing this. I feel like I'm gonna be cutting out almost all of this gameplay. I'm gonna be cutting out most of the combat. I'm gonna be cutting out the constant healing. Alright, I'm supposed to go that way. Which means I have to check this way, because there might be something. Oh, there is. Good. Okay. Let's get 20 water. Nothing new there. Yeah, this is an awful lot of cave, though, for us not to have had a load screen yet. It's not like, you know, every few turns we fade to black and back. This is all loaded at once, which is probably why the textures are so awful. Oh my God. Nothing there. Nothing there. There's a big pillar here. Nothing behind this pillar. Oh no, there is. More water. Oh, is this an exit? Oh, that kind of looks like an exit. Please, please, please let me out of here. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, this place looks kind of cool. Again, the textures are just abysmal. Like, really legitimately dreadful. But, I mean, conceptually, it's kind of cool looking. Like a big clearing with of a crystal cave with these nice, big crystal columns. This is a thing that in theory is a lot more interesting than the way they've rendered it. Also, I know it would be kind of generic. It would be the very expected thing to do, but a crystal cave like this is also a great chance for you to use some instrumentation that's classically crystalline or icy. This would be a magnificent place to use a glass harmonica. Instead, the music here is actually very ponderous. Well, let's go check this way. There's a very good chance I'm wasting my time. Well, I mean, I'm playing Quest 64. It's pretty much a given. Yeah, that's unfair. I'm not wasting my time. As I said, this is all interesting to me. Even if I'm not particularly having fun. I wonder if it's possible to encounter more than one mimic at a time. That hasn't happened yet. It's always been just one. Oh, fuck off! Yeah, see? Yeah, it's a snail. The only way you get a good look at it is when it's moving. Because its attack animation's too short. And even with that short animation, it's obscured by the water almost immediately. Is this ever gonna end? Surely there's an end to this cave, right? So now we're back out in the clearing. That's what we just went in. So, yeah. We went around there. Went through there, and instead of just being a tiny little loop around to come around here, it was a massive loop around that took fucking forever to move almost no distance at all in the greater scheme of things. And we have yet more cave. Yeah, at least I'm not getting encounters here. I will here, though. This is just wide enough. Yep. Alright. Please. Please be the exit. It's a little dark to be an exit, though. I would hope it would be a light at the end of the tunnel if I'm actually leaving, so this might just take me to yet another interminable stretch of cave. Oh, it's not even a cell change at all. It's a big clearing. Oh no, it's a maze with multiple pathways. This looks like a dead end. Although it's actually hard to tell what's a dead end and what's not, because the draw distance is not very good. So it looks like a dead end and then more walkway draws in. This is going to take a while. I hope you're sitting comfortably. Just picking this direction arbitrarily. I have no clue where to go. Oh, the chest. Okay. And bubble. More water, because that's all I care about at this point. Mint leaves. Not bad. Still no new spells underwater. Thing is, this room actually looks pretty cool. Has this nice, ominous, atmospheric sort of fog. You can't see very far. It's dark. There's this shallow water around this sort of a maze structure with all these crystal pillars. Like, this would be a really cool environment to be wandering around in if wandering around was more fun to do instead of it being an ass-numbing string of constant interruptions. Although luckily it looks like I can only get encounters at certain points on this path. Looks like it's only at intersections. Alright, left or right? Or do I go back that way? I mean, exploring, exhausting every route here would take all day. I do see bubbles out in the distance straight ahead. If I turn a little bit... Yeah, right there. You can see a little bit of a flicker from aliasing. There's some there, but with the way this zigzags, I can't even go off of direction because it's possible I zigzag my way there on a completely different path. So I'm pretty much just going to pick directions arbitrarily and hope for the best. Well, that was a dead end anyway, so I got lucky there. This appears to be a dead end. Yes, it is. There is a level on the other side. All right, so there's one there, and then there's the one in the distance. I think those are the only two. At the very least, I'm gonna get this one. I want to get both. If it was a chest, I don't think I'd bother. Because if it was a chest, really all it could contain is either, a healing item or an MP item, and I'm not terribly excited about either. I have a decent number of both, but magic levels are really worth it, honestly. Because every one of those I can just pick up from the environment for free is an equivalent amount of grinding I don't need to do. So if you think of it that way, it's absolutely worth the trouble. Especially because leveling is really slowing down. Water. Anything new? Escape. Okay. That's new. So escape is presumably get out of battle, because it's grayed out. Does it work every time, or is it a chance? Nope, miss. It's a chance. Well, fuck that. Okay, so I really don't know how to get to that other one, though. Need to re-find it on the horizon. I think it's back there? I have no clue if I'm going the right way. Oh, there it is. There it is. And yeah, let's do a wind. Why not? I wouldn't mind Wind Cutter 3. I did just get silence. Ooh, that's potentially useful. It's also really disappointing how many different things use the same sound effect. Like that boring ass thud, that it makes when we hit something with our stick. It's the exact same sound that it makes when you get hit by any attack. It doesn't even matter what the attack is. It just makes that dull thud. But beyond that, this sound, that sort of scrape. For one, it's going through the menu. It's also the sound of missing. It's also the sound of the projectile attacks, the wind cutter firing. All completely different things that use the same sound. So not only are the sounds really basic and ugly, but there's also just not that many of them. There's a chest there. Do I care enough to go around? I'm not entirely sure I do, but fuck it. If this even goes around. I don't think it does. No, I get to that from somewhere else entirely. Fuck it. I'm not bothering. Screw that. Can't even be all that exciting because, well, I was gonna say we know, at the very least, so far as I know, there's no equipment in this game. So it's not like there's gonna be some sweet-ass weapon in there that I don't want to miss, because there are no weapons. It's just the staff I start with that I have forever, apparently. There's no armor, so there won't be any swanky new robes in there that I don't want to miss. It's probably just going to be a hero's drink or a potion, and I don't really need them. Please be the actual exit, and not just yet another room. Oh no, it keeps going. Oh no! Okay, it's not a different kind of scarecrow. It is still just called a scarecrow. Oh yeah, so they're very easy to kill now. I'm much stronger than last we met. Huh. Weird they're throwing a really underleveled enemy at me. No, back to these. Ooh, I see a light. I hope this is good. That's just more bullshit, isn't it? Ooh, a structure. Oh god, am I out? Hopefully there aren't enemies in this region, although there might be. Ooh, hey, yes. 25. Healing level 2. Finally. 29. It's basically double. Healing level 1's doing 14 or 15, so yeah, 29's basically double. For... Actually, that's a good question. What's the rate? Healing level 1 costs 2. Healing level 2 costs 3. Oh, okay. That's absolutely worth it. Oh my god, what am I even looking at here? Wow, I'm trying to decode the graphics on this character. I'm not sure I can. So are you Brian? Your reputation grows with every victory. My name is Epona. You have the magic jewel. I have 2 magic jewels. Do you not? But only a true musician will be able to use it. It's true, the Elatail book has been stolen. I know, like 30 characters have told me that. 1,000 years ago, a great war broke out over possession of the book. We've also been told that. But no one knew the truth behind the book's power. We've also been told that. No one must ever open the Elatail book. We have not been told that. Okay, that answers... Long ago, I asked the question, if it contains knowledge beyond human comprehension, then surely you could just read it? So I asked if it was in like a cipher or something, but apparently it's not. It's never been opened? I don't know. If its power is released, it will be the end of all we know. That is why the Elatail book must be recovered and returned to its safekeeping in the monastery. Why would a book like this even exist? Like a book that can end all life? Where did it come from? Why did whatever pricks made it make it if it could end all life and destroy the world? It seems like something you would destroy, not just guard in a monastery. Starting from the stone circle in the innermost room, go to the Isle of Skye in Loch Kildery. There, you will find the precious stone of the water spirit. Ask the sorceress Colleen to let you borrow it. Can I sleep here? You are past Blue Cave now. Did the crossing make you tired? Yes, it did. So boring. There's not much you can do except to stop here for a rest. I will gladly do that. Alright, apparently there is a stone circle in the next room. Are we talking about like a series of teleporters or something? Can't interact with any of the equipment here. Oh. And I just appear somewhere else. There wasn't even an effect. And apparently I'm on Loch Kildery, but there is no map. Where did you blow in from? It takes a plucky devil to sneak aboard my pirate ship. I appeared before your very eyes, sir. A magician, huh? These days the seas are strange. Waves as tall as the mast, tossing ships around like corks. I don't know, the sea looks pretty flat to me. Board flat, even. It's almost like it has no geometry. How are we pirates going to make a living? Well, I don't know. I don't think you deserve to make a living if you're a pirate. We heard there's a sorceress who performs water magic over on the Isle of Skye. Since you are a magician, maybe you can help us get her to calm the sea. What's the point of a teleporter that then just teleports me to a different mode of transportation? Why didn't it just teleport me to the Isle of Skye? In fact, how does a teleporter even teleport me onto a boat anyway? Isn't that a moving target? If this boat wasn't here, would I have just fallen into Loch Kildery? And man, it is board flat to the horizon. Well, let's make it to the Isle of Skye, I guess. Oh my god, look at that beard! Hey there, shorty. If you want to lie down, go right ahead. Not right now. Let's see if there's anyone else to talk to. Ooh, there's a chest to steal from. Show these pirates how it feels to be on the other end. Dragon's potion obtained. Assuming 200? Oh no, full MP. Okay. I'm amazed you got aboard this pirate ship so easily. Our captain must have given you a pass. Otherwise you'd be pushing up seaweed right about now. But if you're really a magician, maybe you can calm the seas so that we can seek our next plunder. Maybe you shouldn't be plundering shit. I should probably just kill all of you. Alright, let's just rest and get it over with. Oh yes, it would seem we are at a landing. And the ocean turned purple. That's curious. Although it turns blue if I rotate. Why is the ocean purple? Oh, there's enemies here. I thought this was a town. Wow, I like this creature, though. It's like a beached sea creature that's hopping around on a fence post like a pogo stick? How do you even come up with something like that? I don't know, but it's just weird enough. I think it's awesome. It hurts an awful lot, though. And it has a ton of health. It should be dead by now. Well, let's start with the house, I guess. Check behind it, of course. Yep. All too easy. Hello there. You must be the water spirit. Colleen, I am the sorceress of Loch Kildery. With that staff, you must be from the monastery. Yeah, surely no one else would be carrying a wooden stick. So you can't be a friend of this greedy pirate. He makes me boil every time I see him. Well then, why did you let him in your house? He blames me for the rough water on the lake and says it was my fault that the water jewel was stolen. Oh. So I can't just borrow it from you then. But the wretch who stole it is the one who riles the waves. They say she tossed the water jewel from the stone circle deep into the lake. I'm afraid my magic can't reach it. When you fight her, try to save your magic for healing. You will need it. Good to know. It seems like the lake is riled up because a priceless treasure was stolen from it. It's a fantastic gemstone filled with the power of the water. What a weak sorceress she is. How can we believe the thief got onto the lake bottom? Only a powerful magician could break the barrier and go that deep. Well, maybe the thief is a powerful magician. You kind of answered your own question there, you stupid twat. Alright, do I now have a map? No, I don't. It just says Isle of Skye. Well, I'm going to get back on the ship. I'm going to save, because I actually didn't save when I rested on the ship. And I'm going to call it a day here, because this game is melting my brain. Man, I've only been playing for, what was that, 4 hours and 40 minutes? Feels like I've been playing for 20... let's keep going. Oh, there is a bubble there. I thought I saw that as I turned. I don't know, more water. Doesn't appear there's a healing level 3, because on the tier past it, like if I select level 3, when the new tier comes up, it doesn't say empty, it's just blank. So I don't think there's another tier. So apparently healing level 2 is it. I can heal slightly more than they're damaging for, so I can catch up this way. And I don't quite have enough time to dodge that. This is gonna take forever. At 15 damage apiece, yeah. So even Fireball level 3, it has the benefit that, sure, I can hit 3 targets, theoretically. But it's not doing much to any one of them. Seems the most formidable foes are ones that fly, simply because they're the only thing I can't hit with the staff, which is kind of the win button. Oh, there is something here. I don't know, more earth. That spirit armor says level 1 means there is a level 2. Fire, I still don't have better homing arrow or power staff. I would like the next level of power staff, and I would like the next level of spirit armor, because those are spells I'm actually using. Is this a teleporter? Yes, it is. Ooh. This place is kind of interesting. I like me some floating rocks. Nothing says magic and wonderment quite like floating rocks. Luckily a narrow pathway, so no encounters yet, although... Oh no. Are we just straight into a boss fight? Who are you? Nepti. As in a female Neptune? I don't know. I don't believe it. How could a trifling little human like you get through my barrier so easily? What barrier? I just walked in. Why have you come here? I'm here to kick your ass and get the whatever gem back. It must be to see me. I possess the water jewel, and it will make me queen of the world. Humans will throw themselves at my feet and beg for mercy. Oh yes, you will too. And yeah, we are straight into boss fight. Well, I'm glad they took the time to develop Nepti here. Very depthful, rich character here. See how much she hurts. Ooh, quite a bit. Ugh. As she does her quite painful death pirouette thing. Miss? Really? Can I just not hit her? Oh no, I'm just getting bad luck, apparently. Well, unfortunately, one hit does... Oh god, as much damage as I can heal with level 2 heal. So I would break even at that point, because it costs a turn to cast that, of course. So I'm gonna run away for a bit. But of course, if I try to hit her with a ranged spell, I'm also spending healing. I'm spending magic that could be used on healing. I feel like I might need to be higher level for this, because as soon as I get close and hit her, I miss spectacularly. She must have a really high evade or something. I know I miss a lot, but I shouldn't be missing quite that badly. She can move farther than I can, too. So I can't really just... Yeah, she's got way more movement range than I do, so I can't even run away. Well, let's see how much spirit armor helps, if at all. Even though it only lasts like 2 turns. It doesn't help much either. Looks like I'm gonna need to be significantly higher level. Because, yeah, I can't outrun her. I could use, of course, the giant's shoes, but as we saw on my failed first attempt at fighting the thief, they don't last very long. And I think that would just up my movement range to be the same as hers, which means I still wouldn't really be able to outrun her. So can I just brute force this with healing items? Probably not. I don't really have very many healing items. I mean, unless I want to use my HP potions, but... And fresh bread only gets me 2 turns. One of which is the turn I ate the bread, and the other one I miss. Yeah. Okay, fuck this. Just kill me. Oh wait, killing me won't let me reload, because then I just I'll just reappear at the ship or wherever I last rested, right? Yeah. And there's no way to load a save from in-game. Although I might have to just stop recording anyway, because clearly I need to grind. Because there isn't really a strategy on that boss that'll help me, because I can't keep my distance because she can move farther than me. So even if I moved the maximum distance every turn, she can still catch up to melee range and do the death pirouette. Spirit armor doesn't block enough to make much of a difference. I take 20 instead of like 28. And she seems to have a very high evade because I miss a lot. So I don't think there's a strategy that'll make this easier. I think it really does come down to a stat difference. I'm just curious, if I step outside, this isn't a particularly big area. It's kind of weird. Like, this particular boss is like 2 feet away from where we first learned about her because, oh hey, there's a level over here as well. Because we learned about where to get the water gem in this building here, and then just like right around the corner is the boss. It's just annoying that with the bosses, all 3 of the bosses, there doesn't really seem to be any sort of strategy. I guess there kind of was with the thief, because with the thief, the strategy really was just don't get close. Because if you get close, he does that area effect that's bigger than your range of movement. With him, it was just keep your distance so he does the fire beam, and then the fire beam is pretty easily dodgeable. So I guess that's sort of a tactic. Second boss did not really have much of a tactic either. Other than, I guess it was kind of the same in that I really needed to stay far enough away from him. He did the sort of crossway, the across ice attack, because that was dodgeable. But the other problem he had is that, like this boss, his range of movement was bigger than mine, so he could just catch up anyway. So I really just brute forced the second boss with healing items. And it looks like this boss, I'm also just going to have to brute force with healing items, which is not a particularly compelling boss design, when it's not even that I have to do something clever or even do anything particularly specific at all. It's just a matter of having enough stats. And anything that boils down to just having enough stats, the translation there is grinding, because that's how you increase stats. Especially because there's no equipment. There's no equipment, there's no armor, so it's not like... Again, to use Final Fantasy as an example, for obvious reasons, there's like armor or materia or something I could equip. So let's say that boss does water-based attacks because has the water jewel. I could equip like armor that halves damage from water specifically. There's like things you could do if you found out the boss was too tough to fight and it kicked your ass. You could then change your equipment, your gear, what you have equipped to suit that fight, to give you a better chance. But we don't have any of that here because there is no armor, there is no equipment. And if she moves farther than me, there's nothing I can do about that because there's no way to up your movement range. With the exception of the Giant's Boots, which is a consumable that doesn't last very long, so it wouldn't get me through the whole fight. And it's possible I wouldn't even have them here because it's possible I could have used them on some other fight earlier. But that does mean I should probably just stop recording. Oh, actually, I should reload too to get my bread back. So that grinding I just did now was kind of a waste. I forgot about that. I have returned. I've been grinding for, I don't know, in the neighborhood of an hour. I had 154 HP and 25 water. I currently have 31 water, 18 fire, and I think I have 180 HP. So 448 to 548. So yeah, exactly an hour. Oh, and I actually should have saved over the other slot to be alternating. Oh well. So yeah, in an hour of grinding, I have only gotten to 181 HP, 43 MP. That's not a whole lot more than I had. Defense and agility have gotten up quite a bit, but they're still not a lot more. And I only got a few levels worth of elements because this has slowed down dramatically. I'm getting 4 or 5% experience per fight, so it's taking many, many fights to get even a single one of these. Although the stuff over here is leveling much faster. But even the stuff over here is getting severely diminishing returns because the inherent problem here is that none of this scales up. You don't get a percentage of your max HP each level. You get 1, and only 1, every single level. So like I said, grinding for an hour, I've done so many instances of combat, it's unbelievable. Just tons and tons and tons and tons of combat for an hour. And the enemies here are not giving me much experience, so leveling has gotten very slow. But the rewards for leveling are the same they've always been. So with the slower leveling but same rewards, I'm getting severely diminishing returns. So even grinding, which by very nature of what it is tedious. That's why we call it grinding. Even that is remarkably unproductive in this game. So my healing level 2 now, it's giving me around 30 to 35. So there's a 30, there's a 32. I've gotten as much as 35 from that. So it is definitely giving me, now I need to get my MP back. It is definitely giving me more healing than it used to, but not by a very large amount. I can outpace the damage enemies are doing because the enemies are doing around 20, 17 to 23-ish sort of range. So I'm no longer just breaking even on a turn spent healing, especially because my defense has gone up, although it hasn't made a huge difference. I'm taking a few points less damage than I was. It's still not terribly productive. I'm still barely healing for more damage than a single hit, but because immediately after I heal it's the enemy's turn, I take a hit, I heal for slightly more than the hit, and then instantly take another hit, which makes up the difference. So ultimately, the turn spent healing doesn't really get you that far ahead unless you do it several times in a row, gaining just a couple HP, 2 or 3 each time, because the rest is accounted for by the hit you then take immediately after healing. I still don't have Power Staff level 2. I wanted to level fire until I got Power Staff level 2, but because the elemental experience has slowed down so badly, it'd probably take me like 5 hours of leveling to get there, at least in this particular area. So, for one, she was doing about 20-ish damage with her close range attack before. Yeah, 25, that's what it did before. For giggles, I'm gonna try silence. I'm sure it'll miss. Yep, it did. So basically, I gained 1 hit. Because she's doing 25, and that's basically how many I got. Although, now I can heal for more than 25. So I'm no longer breaking even on just healing. Okay, fuck it, I'll do evade. Just for giggles. I don't know even how much this will help me. Well, that missed, so that's nice. But it's only gonna last like 2 turns, and it cost me a turn to cast it. And see, that one hit me anyway. So I just don't really see the benefit in casting the buffs at all when the difference they make is negligible and they're so brief. I'm gonna try silence one more time, which of course doesn't work, because why would it? Okay, gets a little more health, and then I think I'm just gonna brute force it with melee, because I don't really see a better option here. So I'm just gonna hit her, and I'll do an evade out of desperation. It might make a difference. Oh, see, she missed. Okay. So that's kind of helping. And then I'm just going to blow through my healing items because I don't... And my evade... See, look. Evade's already gone. Wow, she didn't even have that much health. Okay. Well, at least I only had to use 1 healing item. I was afraid I'd have to blow through them all, but still, that it just comes down to brute forcing it with melee. Like, for a game about magic, I'm not really using the magic. Although I got a decent amount of health from that. 197 now is pretty good. I didn't even get a single level on the elements. I haven't tried weakness. I could try weakness, but I don't really have any reason to believe it's going to be appreciably more efficacious than any of the other buffs, which is to say, not at all. And I guess this doesn't actually go anywhere. It is just an arena at the end of a hallway. What a weirdly short area. We just landed on the ship, and boom, there's the boss. What's that you say? Broke through the barrier? There was no barrier. I just walked into Stonehenge and teleported to the boss. And recovered the water jewel? You're no average magician. No one else could have walked into that circle of rocks at the top of the hill. I think I can entrust the jewel to you for safekeeping. Well, I mean, I currently possess it, and if I'm no average magician, you probably couldn't take it from me, so... Don't lose it. I have guarded the water jewel for generations in hopes of one day handing it over to a great magician. I hope you are the one. Take it now and get this pirate out of my sight. You hear that, you prick? Har! So that's the water jewel, is it? I bet that could fetch a fancy price. A pirate would love to get his hands on it, but the sorceress would get angry with me. Yeah? Oh yeah, it would be real fun to tease the sorceress. Maybe I might take it just to see her face turn red. You are fucking creepy. Ooh, hey, a level. Since these are happening very slowly, I will gladly take that. Anything new? I got compression. Okay, no clue what compression does. You've obtained the water jewel, I see. The truth is, that gem is not all it seems. Shut inside is the power of the Elatail book. That means if you are not worthy, overwhelming forces will be released. But if you use your strength correctly, you can triumph over all. It is now up to you, Master Brian. You were the spirit's chosen one from the time you picked up the crystal. I would not have wished such a thing upon one so young. Now you can return to town from the stone circle. Be careful as you go. Nay. Okay, so what, this stone circle? No, this just takes me back to the sorceress. Or do you mean the stone circle up top? I think you mean the stone circle up top. So yeah, pretty bare bones plot here. We've just been going area to area, and in each area there is a gem missing that some evil bastard has stolen. We kill the evil bastard and take the gem back. And then everyone goes, wow, you're quite the magician. But I guess we're the chosen one or whatever. Does this take me back to town? No, this takes me to here. What stone circle is Epona talking about? Now you can return to town from the stone circle. But I'm pretty sure she called that thing in the other room the stone circle like the first time. Oh, this stone circle. Oh, okay. So, what am I doing here? I guess I'll go talk to, Shannon? What's her name? Do you know your own power, Master Brian? Yeah, I've been doing the same spells over and over. An ordinary magician could never command so many spells at once. Only one who was favored by the spirits. Okay. Can you tell me what the hell to do? Oh, maybe we should go talk to the water, spirit. What's her face? Leila? What do I do? My task is to protect you as you travel, but your quest is so difficult that our weak powers may not be enough to help you. Okay, I've been through the Blue Cave. That's how I ultimately got the water gem. I've been through the Windward Forest because that's where I got the wind gem. So I feel like West Carmig here I've cleared. So I need to go to whatever town is the fire town. I'll talk to the fire sorceress. And she'll say, I protect this town, but some evil git ran off with our jewel. Go get it back. And then I'll go kill the evil git and, I guess go from there. I guess I'm just gonna head to the ship and see if it takes me anywhere. Also, these enemies are gonna be so trivial now, it's not even worth my time. Although I could see what compression does. Well, it misses, because everything in this game misses. Let's try it again. Whatever, I don't care. So any kind of debuff is just worthless. I haven't gotten a single debuff to land yet. Exit, escape, that's what I wanted. Miss. Yeah, see, that one misses all the time too. So I'd be much better off just running to the edge of the octagon, because if you make it to the edge of the octagon, the escape works 100% of the time. It's not a chance, like running in games usually is. And then you just get an encounter 2 steps later. I am losing the will to live, much like poor old Padme. Tell you what, I have a plan. I'm gonna kill 2 of these. And then I'm gonna try to get a debuff to land on this 3rd enemy. And I'm gonna do it as long as it takes to happen. So, compression. That's 3rd miss. There we go. 4th try. So it makes them small and drops their attack. Okay. Let's see. Restriction. Can I get this one to land? No. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, holy shit, it worked! So does it just mean, oh, I don't think it drops their agility. I think it means they can't move. Oh, look at that. Looks like it means they can't even perform an action. Okay. And it's only 2 turns. Well, now we know. So that's actually a decent effect. I was expecting just a debuff, but a complete immobilization where they can't even attack. That's potentially pretty effective, but it took me, what was that, like 15 tries to get it to work? Any enemy would go down in that many physical attacks. You're just in time. I was just about to haul anchor. The wind feels just right. We'll be in Limelin in no time. Okay. So I'll go in here, look around, go out, And are we now in Limelin? Right you are, matey. We're bound for Dondoran. Let's show... No, I don't want to go to Dondoran. I just got here, you prick. I'm trying to get up these stairs. Okay. Here we're in East Limelin, which is... There's the town. And the Barragoon Tunnel. Well, I'm guessing that's where we're headed next. Any spirits down here? No? Ooh, look at this old man. Look at that beard. Well, taking a trip, are you? Young fellow, do you happen to know another magician? He stayed here some time ago. He looked a lot like you. Better... Huh. The hell does that mean? Is there another bland, boring-ass kid running around? Do you have any stuff I can steal? No? Just a bunch of books I can't look at. Fine.